Doc, I'm ready.
We can't get to the memories in that implant. There's a lock.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think.
Sure.
We load, he'll act as a hook.
Uh-huh. All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Oh.
Don't let Nick spend too much time with Amari down in that lab.
Why are you following me?
I'll start to get jealous.
You are jealous.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
Oh, jeez.
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
No.
There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Well, I don't have any mind bullets, so...
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
All 5 states have now signed on, which means that as of this moment, we are all citizens of the new California Republic. I'm sure that's going to take some getting used to for a lot of people.
What a joke.
Waiting for this day for a long
What's it mean, Mom?
A crowd
Nothing,
is
Connie.
gathering outside
People
the
like to
hall.
talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Quite a party is developing.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
Your name was
You've always
Connie.
been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
I'm gonna touch them next time. See what happens. I didn't touch X. Weird.
The thing about happiness is you only know I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah. You've got to give
Sarah.
it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kinda green.
I know. But that's where I come in. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her.
Oh crap, he says it again.
If she'd never met me,
Okay.
She'd have stayed in the house.
I'm gonna have to go back
Maybe
over
hooked up
there
with
and
someone
see if
who
I can
didn't
click it again.
kill people for a living.
I can't because they vanished.
Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep
And he
you
fires it
safe.
at Mary accidentally.
I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Hold on. I'm gonna just see if I can hit the door.
Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really...
Damn it, stop it. I'm trying to stand
Such
still.
a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though. Turn down! Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole. The goddamn radio! Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then.
It sort of reminds me of Dishonored, but not
People always
entirely.
hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse.
All 5 states have now signed on.
Alright, it's got no other memories.
This moment,
This is Dragonite Comics? No. Okay, go! So I have to click on everything. Not just one thing, everything.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. You focus on that petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
They
It's gonna
reuse
be
a lot
fine.
of names
You'll
from
see.
Fallout 3 in New Vegas. McCready, Mary.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Oh, I have to, Sarah. I have to.
Mind if we...
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. I just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
Get out.
Suit yourself.
Wait, what?
I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly
Should I look
wandering
away?
east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
Okay, no, that was it.
I don't remember much from that time. It all kind of blends together. It was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Not doing this all over again.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming. So, the first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute, but I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine. Or with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Systems offline.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something.
Oh my god.
We're running out of brains.
So much Terminator shit.
There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
Vault computers are still working.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. I guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends.
I kind of knew that.
Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
That's good. Checking.
I never knew why we didn't just I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of, her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive.
Oh, you asshole. I'm glad I shot you.
Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long.
Exactly.
Hopefully it's all just find him.
Hey, wait a second.
Down the hall
I didn't have those sideburns and that hair until later. Your memory sucks, Kelly. You're not gonna make me live this again, are you? You're not gonna make me live this again.
This is the one.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby.
No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here. Let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Oh, you're
Cryogenic
you're dead again.
Reinitialize.
Can I take out a gun in his memory? Can I?
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Ugh. Hey, look, door symbol.
Is that your son?
His whole
This
setup
appears to
in
be a
Diamond
very
City
recent
was part
memory.
of some elaborate
So,
plan
good
of the
news,
old
I think.
man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up. It wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family.
If he calls him Dad,
I
I'm
ended
gonna
up
be
kind of
pissed.
liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
This is gonna be difficult to watch.
You know, paper. Oh boy. Piper has really done it this time. I mean, I'm not saying she's right, but Mayor, you know, I mean, he's last time. I probably shouldn't have even done.
Kellogg. It's okay. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some
Really,
of them did.
sunglasses?
But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple.
Dun 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 dun.
Smarter,
Dun 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 dun.
stronger, and
Sorry.
faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left?
Boy.
As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding.
Yay, music.
One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold
Oh,
still.
son of a bitch.
Okay.
Son of a bitch. The leader of the Institute ended up making Sean think he was his father. Son of a whore. Really? Really?
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
What?
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
What the transports? What the fuck is this, Star Trek?
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute.
Really?
because there
Teleporting
is
makes
no
sense?
entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Next time I have to watch someone's life story, I want popcorn.
Well, if you're cognizant enough to joke, I think we can safely say that you're out of critical condition. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
Well, I don't know. This music just got my entire thing muted, probably.
You were along for the ride, weren't you? You saw what I saw.
Yes, but it's important we review everything together.
There's more than one person who knows about the Institute. Virgil, that scientist who escaped.
I didn't know Institute scientists could defect. This changes everything. He could answer all sorts of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That can't be right.
Well, I
no
can't
one
go
would
there
risk going
yet.
there, not even to hide.
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing pleasant. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds. That's why it doesn't make sense. Virgil fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield or a cloak, a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
It's being in the power armor.
Oh, I'm going in naked. Fingers crossed I get superpowers.
I know you're joking, but as a doctor, I feel obligated to remind you that unprotected radioactive exposure will only kill you. Dead. D-E-A-D. So be sure you find a way to get through there with your life intact. And good luck. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up.
Dangerous minds.
He's waiting for you upstairs.
Oh, it's you. Oh, sugar. I told Kent all that hero stuff was going to get you both killed. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Great. What happened?
Easy. I'm here now. Tell me what happened.
It was terrible. 12 raiders. They just charged in and grabbed Kent. Took him away. When they took him away, they left you a message. Just listen to Kent's radio station. It keeps playing it over and over again.
Here's a Silver Shroud update. In case you missed it, Kendra's reign of terror is over. She won't be... What? Oh, God, what's happening?
On your knees, dirtbag.
What are you doing? What? Ah!
Sinjin, all clear.
This is the Shroud's headquarters. So you must be the Silver Shroud's little friend.
Yes.
If you want to see your friend alive, Shroud, meet me at Milton General Hospital.
Don't do it, Shroud. It's a trap. Save yourself. Ah! Ah! Oh, my God. Do it, Shroud. Do it. On my knee. Ah.
Tick-tock, Shroud. Don't keep me waiting. We got business that needs finishing.
Here's a Silver Shroud update.
Jeez. Well, the glowing sea is very hard. It's lots of radiation. You have to constantly be in a power armor suit to get through it, and there's death claws. So I don't think I'm going to go there until I'm leveled up. So we're going to, side quest everything.
Hey, Valentine.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
You want to try for round 2? Let's go!
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
We have to head into the glowing sea. Any advice?
I'm a synth, so radiation isn't much of an issue for me, but an old suit of power armor might just be the guardian angel you're looking for. That, or you could buy up all the Rad-X and Rad-Away you can find from any chem dealer who's got it in stock.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next. You know that whole business with Doc Amari and Kellogg's memories? It got me thinking. It's just there's still some Nick Valentine history I've been wanting to put a bow on for a while now. I could use a hand if you're willing to take a crack at it.
What kind of history are we talking here?
Well, this one's straight out of the archives. Once upon a time, in the land of Boston, there lived a king of organized crime, Eddie Winter. He was a bad man who did a lot of bad things, hurt a lot of innocent people. But he knew the end was coming, so he sealed himself inside a personal shelter, located underneath a sub-shop he used as a headquarters.
An evil king in a sub-shop? Does a meatball monster show up at some point?
Yeah, from what I've heard, the pastrami golem is the one you really have to watch out for.
Nice.
Anyway, if you're done being a wise ass...
I'm never done.
The story gets even more twisted. The arrogant bastard wanted to cheat death, live forever, so he could come out of that shelter someday into this brave new world. Sound familiar? Only Eddie didn't want to be a frozen banana. No cryo sleep for him, no. He invested his money in some sick, crazy radiation experiment.
Nick, you can't be saying what I think you're saying.
Oh, I'm saying it all right. Eddie Winter went and turned himself into a ghoul, 200 years before it was fashionable. Hell, he was probably the first one.
Jeez.
And I'm convinced that he's still locked inside that shelter, safe and sound, ready to come out and begin his evil reign all over again. I'm gonna find him and kill him, so that never happens. You in?
I don't get it, Nick. Why kill Eddie Winter, even if he is still alive? This sounds like some kind of vendetta.
It's nothing. Just an old business of Nick's that needs taken care of. Justice has to be served.
Fine.
All right, Nick. Let's get the bad guy.
You're a good man. Now, I know where Winter's vault is, but the door is sealed with a complex numerical code. Lucky for us, Winter's arrogance knew no bounds. Back in the day, he recorded 10 holotapes, incriminating different criminal associates. On each one, he hit a single number. We find all of those holotapes, we get all the numbers. We get all the numbers, we get the code. And then we get Winter. I've been putting together a file on this one for a while now. There's a pair of holotapes in here worth listening to, including one of Winter's. I managed to snatch from the Cambridge police evidence lockup before getting swarmed by ferals. My gut tells me the Boston police evidence terminals are the key to cracking this one. It's probably worth paying a visit to any of the departments you might have stumbled across. There's something. How are we doing on the hunt for Eddie's tapes?
How about some doo-wop hits instead? Maybe a little smooth jazz?
The only tune I want to hear right now is Eddie Winter recanting a life of villainy.
Still searching for them.
Just let me know when you manage to get your hands on them.
Really, I gotta do a whole big thing with this? Well, I am going to wait till I level up. Maybe when I'm level 30, I'll don the power armor and walk through the glowing sea. That just seems like something... I mean, I got a shit ton of other quests to do that I should, you know, take care of. Optional, save Ken Connolly. I still have that optional to assassinate Shelley. I don't know why. Ah, jeez, that's far away. I don't know if I want to bother. Well, YouTube, I'll see you in the next one. And we'll figure out what we're doing then. Most likely, bringing Curie to the doctor. I could always save Kent later. They won't kill him until I show up, so... Anyway.